Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz and today we're playing Poison Storm. We're jumping right into a prelim, which is a 4-round event with bigger prizes, more QPs, all that good stuff. Really trying to see how we can fare against real tough competition again. So I'm taking my poison deck back in. I'm going to swap a Thirsting Roots for Everflowing Chalice, trying to make sure that I have early fast mana. And then I'm going to go just to a 3 and 3 of Prologue and Inquiry for Mystical Teachings. And over here in the sideboard, I'm going for 4 Moments Peace, a bunch of Bring the Ending. Let's see. I also have Arms of Hadar, Anointment Affliction, and hidden, but still here, is some number of Serrated Arrows, which can ping out creatures, which I really like. If you are interested in checking out the full details about this kind of deck, check them out their videos. But there's also sideboard guides on Patreon, which is patreon.com/kalikaiz. Make sure to like and subscribe. That really helps me out. Check out the Pondering Pauper podcast as well, which is linked in the description below. Sorry about the quick deck tech, but we're going to jump right into the matches. And don't forget, this video is brought to us by cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. Check them out if you want to get Poison Storm for yourself. Maybe fill out your battle box. All right, that's it for me. We'll see you in the matches. All right, match 1, Reverse Totem Silence. We're on the draw. I'm going to keep this. There's some risk here. If they're fast, it's going to be a problem. We do have like turn 2 Infectious Inquiry, and they're on Boros Glitters again. So we've got the Woodlot and the Peat Bog. I think I'm just going to start developing my mana, playing out my depletion lands. We're looking for a blue land, of course. So I guess maybe this turn the correct thing to do would be to go Chalice into Prologue, just to get that going, and then start digging. I mean, the risk here is that now I'm playing a tap lane on the next turn, but it would be good if I could find some sort of proliferation. Just more inquiries is not great. They play a Synthesizer. They're on 3-Minute Inspector. They find a Rustveiled Bridge. They can play that for their 3rd land for the turn. We do have Weather the Storm in hand, but I need blue mana in order to play this Vivid Surgeon's Insight. They play the Glinthawk, picking up a Synthesizer, finding an untapped land. They play the tap land and attack for 1. Okay. We did not find proliferation, but we can play the Peat Bog and then cycle this for an island and pass the turn. So then the next turn we can Vivid Surgeon's Insight and hold up Weather the Storm, although we probably won't play it. But we can play Insight off of these and my island here, so that's really good. They find an All That Glitters. So are we dead yet? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. They attack for 9. Sure. So my plan post board is going to be like straight up Fog. The Galvanic to 6. Land. We're going to cast Insight. Put you to 2 poison. I'll cast Weather the Storm. So now they're going to put me to 10, and then any burn spell kills me. They cracked the Synthesizer, it looks like. They're thinking better of it. That's stupid. Okay. They're like, oh wait, I can just bolt. Okay. We want the Moments Peace, I think. So I'm going to trim on the Deep Analysis. And I want to bring the endings too. I think I can cut 1 Inquiry, a couple of Chalices and a Roots. So my plan... And then maybe also cut the Teachings, but I kind of need that. I only have 5 poisons. Maybe I can just trim on one of the larges. Let's do that. So this has just been kind of a test for me, trying to figure out what's my plan against these kinds of decks. So, bear with me. All right, game 2, we're on the play. We've got a Fog, but no green source. I'm keeping it anyway. We'll probably want to go... I think I'm leading on Peat Bog, I guess. And then the Scary. And then I'll play Deep Analysis. Try to draw another land. Okay. Scary pass. My plan doesn't really involve, like, Trying to go turbo. Okay, so I could hold up Bring the Ending for glitters here, I guess, and then prologue if nothing happens. So maybe that's a good plan. Okay, they're getting in. They're getting in for 3. 17. Plays a synthesizer. Okay. Finds a gorilla shaman. Do I care about this? I guess a little bit. I'll counter it. That seems to be part of their specific plan, so don't want them to have their plan. I mean, it's probably not a great choice for me to counter that. Let's prologue. Okay, I did find a woodlot now. So this next turn I can play the woodlot out and cast the deep analysis. Then in 2 turns I have a couple of moments pieces to string together, and hopefully I can just slowly ping them out while casting fogs and stuff. They find a Great Furnace off of their synthesizer, off their Glinthawk. Okay, plays a synthesizer, finding a Novice Inspector. They don't cast the Inspector. It's kind of odd. I guess they're just waiting for post-combat. Plays a Novice Inspector here, so that we're starting down 6 damage. They're just going to Gal Blast. Okay. We're going to Deep Analysis. We have Weather the Storm as well, so I mean, if somehow we live, I think we're in a great spot. We can Roots for... If they just have glitters here, we're dead, obviously. Of course, Skyfisher finds a Glinthawk. So, Synthesizer, they're going to attack for 6. They find a Plains. Maybe they just Glinthawk here looking for a blast. I think I probably should be on Arms of Hadars. They get in for 6. I don't know. I'm supposed to just fog blank them. Do you have it? Is it Glinthawk? Finds a Glinthawk. Not quite dead yet. Now they're holding up a Pyroblast, it appears. Plays the Glinthawk, so they're tapping out. So the best draw for me would be a Prophetic Prism. Alright, let's see. So the first thing I'm going to do is Proliferate. Get mana on my things. And then let's cast... So we can cast Infectious Inquiry and draw 2 cards, or Deep Analysis and draw 2 cards. Doesn't really matter. Let's Inquiry. Draw. We go to 2 life. Now I can go... Oh yeah, I'm at 2 life now. I didn't think this one through, did I? I can Thirsting Roots for a forest. They have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. I'm gonna die. See, I don't have enough mana to cast the Moment's Peace and the Weather the Storms here. Darn. Search for a forest, I guess. Well, maybe we just play this prologue first. See what we draw. Teachings. So let's search for a forest. Now we can gain 15 life. Will it be enough? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So they have to deal me 6 damage. They can do it with the glitters. They can do it with any number of things. Finds a mountain off of a synthesizer. Cracks a clue. I feel like they're considering options. Plays a relic. Okay, I mean, relic can get the Moment's Peace. Alright, cool. So they've now tapped out. We can play a land and then just go Vivisurgent's Insight, hold up Moment's Peace, and have a bunch of mana. Now I can't do that. Gorilla Shaman now. Gets in for a lot. Okay, I definitely want to bring in the Arms of Hadars, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll have 5 mana available. Or I can just hold Moment's Peace, but I think I need to just draw the cards when I can. Cast some Vivisurgent's Insight, draw some cards. Alright, so we're going to pass the turn. Unfortunately, don't have a way to deal with them having burn spells here. Moment's Peace, have 6. And then we're going to try to cast Moment's Pieces off of these lands. So we can hold up like Teachings for Weather the Storm at some point. They crack the clue. I believe they still have the Batter's whatever thing in hand. Of course, Skyfisher picking up a Synthesizer, returning Synthesizer, finds a Plains. Can't play the Plains, I think they already played a land. Yep. Novice Inspector. So, like, you would think that this deck is really good against these Boros decks, but it seems like maybe not. Okay, we can do some stuff. Play the Pentad Prism. Then I can go Ever-Flowing Chalice, cast it for 1. I'll play out my Scary, cast a Contentious Plan. Now I get mana on my Chalice. Obviously they can eat it next turn. They go to 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so the plan is to just cast Moment's Peace from the graveyard and Teachings. Let's see if they attack. They attack out. We'll cast a Moment's Peace. If they want to go after the Pentad Prism, I can use that mana to cast the Mystical Teachings. They play a Synthesizer, finding a Raven Inspector. It looks like their plan against me is Gorilla Shaman against my Ever-Flowing Chalices. I think I want to go back to the Serrated Arrows plan. Is ping down their things, get everything off the table. Like, I feel like that would work. I just don't have a good strategy for this deck yet. It's kind of a new deck, and my deck is kind of medium. We're going to go after the Pentad Prism. We'll cast a Mystical Teachings. Let's see if this resolves. They've got a Pyroblast, okay. So, Pentad Prism is dead. Plays a land. They can now go after my Chalice. Sure. We find a Lorien Revealed. Let's cast it. Draw some cards. Oops. Too much mana. Cast Lorien Revealed. I'm looking for some proliferation here. You find a Weather Storm. Play the Peatbog. And then, I guess pass the turn. They have 2 cards in hand. They can draw 2 with the clues. We have a Moment's Peace. I think I should probably focus on leaving in the Deep Analyses to fight through the Pyroblast from the opponent. They draw some cards, draw some more cards from clues. They have a really, really wide board. We're at 6 life. We need to find and resolve a proliferation. They play an All That Glitters, making a 10-10. Play a Barbed Batterfist, making a 3-1. They have one land available for probably a Pyroblast. So, I mean, we can go tap, tap, tap for a Lorien Revealed. They counter, and then I tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we see if they have a counter. Cast Lorien Revealed. They don't have a counter. We have multiple Moments Pieces coming up. So we'll go a land into Insight. Still no counter. That's very, very good for me. You take a poison. And now I can cast this Pentad Prism. And then I can use the mana off the Prism to go Contentious Plan. They're at 8 poison. I guess that's gonna be the game. Contentious Plan again. You got all the counters back, and then basically if they've been sandbagging this, we're dead. Let's see. I'll take the prologue, I guess. We win. Scary. So they're really gonna go after the Chalices. We can't bring those in. Probably bring the Thirsting Roots. But then in the Deep Analysis, give her this Teachings. Get the deep Analysis back in here. So Weather the Storm might not be good enough, but arrows can ping out their stuff. This Bring the Ending is probably just like not where I want to be. Just kind of force through the... Alright, let's sort by the... We want to force through all of their interaction, I think. So we've got some number of Serrated Arrows and Weather the Storm. So 2 Serrated Arrows, is that enough? I think I'm going to go for 3 Serrated Arrows here. I really like arrows against these kinds of decks, but it kind of depends on them not drawing the things they need, of course. And those Ever-Flowing Chalices being gone and not being able to be used is going to be a problem. We have to have really good mana. We don't have good mana here. So we have to mulligan this hand. Hopefully they just do the Boros thing and mull to Oblivion as well. They mulligan to 6. We mulligan to 6. We're keeping this hand. And we'll put back... So we can put back a Deep Analysis or a Moment's Peace. It's tough to say. I think we put back 1 deep. Well, so this is going to draw us 2 cards essentially if we piece. But if they're fast, then... I mean, either way, we're looking at a bad time, right? Do I need more cards or more Moment's Pieces? My deck is full of card draw. I'll put the Deep Analysis on the bottom. Okay, they lead on a Gorilla Shaman. All right. And no land, I guess? Are they gonna Glitters Up the Gorilla Shaman? They pick up a land? Okay. Let's go Scary. Pass the turn. Plus next turn we have Deep Analysis plus Cycle for an island. And then we can hold up Moments Pieces. Are they just gonna Pyroblast my Deep Analysis? I don't know. Plays a Novice Inspector. So they already have 4 damage on the table. We're gonna go for the Deep Analysis. Alright, we found the Prologue, or the Serrated Arrows, and a Prologue to Phyresis. Play this Scary. There's a Galvanic to put us to 12, and we're gonna go to 8. They have 2 cards in hand. I think it might be worth me losing some mana sources here. Now that I find the Augury, I don't know if it's worth it. Okay, let's just go into the end step and see what they do. Alright, so we can Experimental Augury. Finding this Contentious Plan, I think, is where I want to be. Get back my mana. That's the turn. I think I have to Moments Piece here. They get in. Let's cast a Prologue. Cast Moments Piece. I like that I found Weather the Storm. I'm going to cycle the Lorien Revealed for an island. And then hopefully I can cast the Contentious Plan. Let's see what they do. We're at 8. Plays a Novice Inspector. Because if I can Contentious Plan, I can start picking out their stuff. If they have double Galvanic, I'm dead. If Vivisurgeon's Insight, let's attempt a Contentious Plan. Okay, that resolved. We already played a land, right? I plays Totem Silence. This is turn 5. We have 5 lands in play. Okay. So I think I'm going to wait till they crack the clue and then cast Experimental Augury and then hold up Moments Peace. So they crack the clue. Let's go Augury. Finding Peat Bog. Doot. Done. I probably should have gotten the green land. I'm not sure. This is really tough. I'm just scared. I'm just playing real scared, to be honest. They're going to attack. Cast Moments Piece. No damage from the opponent. Okay. Plays a Thraben Inspector. They're just going wide. Play this Woodlot out. Play the Serrated Arrows. Let's let them go. They crack the clue. We're still at 8. I'm piecing it together. Alright, next turn we have Weather the Storm after whatever we cast. Sorry. Plays a land. Glitters on the Skyfisher. Yep. Okay, let's ping down a Novice Inspector. They attack. There's no sense not attacking all, but I guess it's worth it. Moments Peace again, baby! Really, I should put the counter on the core Skyfisher, I think, just to get it smaller. Maybe we can force through. Do you have it? Well, that's a little disappointing. Oh, okay. They didn't have it. I'm confused. Let's arrows this. Maybe they're just playing around a counterspell. Arrows that. Play a land. Well, I guess we go play the land. Cast Proliferation. This. So we're making their creature smaller. Going to attempt a Vivisurgeon's Insight. They have a Pyroblast. So rather than Moments Piece, because Moments Piece is 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm going to first Deep Analysis and then cast Weather the Storm. Now we're at 16. We have to save the Moments Piece in the graveyard. We're taking 7, going to 9. There's a Glinhawk. You can just pick up and replay the land. Plays the land. 2 cards in hand still for the opponent. If we find any proliferation that we can actually resolve, we'll probably be able to take out a lot of their stuff. Plays another Glinhawk, picking up a land. Okay, so they have a land and 1 unknown in hand. We find a Vivisurgeon's Insight. So I think I just slam it. Maybe I arrows first. No, I don't think I can afford to do that. Let's put this on a Glinhawk. They can't possibly have another Pyro right now, can they? 1, 2, 3. Insight? Your hand's just all Pyroblasts? That's pretty annoying. We'll go arrows. Hang that. Now we're going to be starting to lose our lands. They play a land, but that's not the land that they picked up, so we know that they're out of lands. So they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. We have to piece. They get in for 1 with the Glinhawk. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Let's cast Infectious Inquiry, looking for proliferation. Trying to weather the storm. Alright, so let's go tap these, play Pentad Prism, and then I will make a black, cast Infectious Inquiry. They're attempting to use their Gorilla Shaman that they cannot use. Let's go ahead and kill this Gorilla Shaman. We know they have a land in hand, or at least I'm pretty confident that they have a land in hand. I can now play out my land. I cannot. Let's play Experimental Augury, finding Insight. You, this, that, and that. They get smaller. Oh, I forgot to put it on my creature. Oh god. What a freaking... Oh my goodness. Can't believe I did that. I just completely punted. Okay. I got really lost in the sauce there. That sucked. That was probably the biggest punt of all time. Alright, we gained some life. Rebuilding is going to be pretty difficult at this point. They play their land. Get in for 6. Yep. So I'll play this Peat Bog. Cast my Insight. Correctly click the counters. If they have a... They did not have the Pyro. Okay, they go to 8. We have 3 poison, so we can kill them next turn. I'm just going to chill. Did not lose somehow. I definitely punted there really bad because we would have probably won that turn. They play a Synthesizer. I guess they find a Glenhawk. Okay. Right now we can stuff 2 damage with the arrows counters. Picks up the Synthesizer, finding another Glenhawk. We're going to Synthesizer again. Okay. They find a Great Furnace, which they cannot play. Plays a Glenhawk. Picks up the Synthesizer. What do they find? They find a Galvanic Blast. That can put me pretty close to lethal, but not enough to kill me. Land for the opponent. They're going to attack. I'll just put one on each of these. Spread out the damage so that when I proliferate, I can kill their creatures. Doink. Take 4. And even double Galvanic does not win the game here. So they have Galvanic, and we're at 6. And I will just go ahead and play a proliferation spell. Boing, boing, boing. You. I guess there was really no reason for me to not... Oh god. I almost clicked all the wrong things. Oh geez. And then we'll just go ahead and do this. And this. Play a land. Play prologue. We win the game. Unbelievable. That was rough. We'll see you in round 2. Welcome to round 2. We're versus Carrot Eater on the draw. We have all sorts of lands and infection and everything. I'm going to keep. This player usually plays CawGate. They play a CawGate. We're going to look to probably just play lands out for a while. Play a Peat Bog because I want to get this inquiry going. They preordain. So turn 2 here, probably still play the Woodlot. And then we'll see what happens from there. I would say that CawGate's probably a pretty good matchup for me. We'll find out. Let's play the Woodlot and pass the turn. If they're consistently just playing out lands, that's totally fine. Okay, they play a CawGate out. Let's play the Scary. They're holding up Counterspell, so we're just gonna like play our land and pass. I mean, the more land drops I make, the better it is for me anyway. The only thing that we're lacking at this moment would be like a Pentad Prism or an Everflowing Chalice. They play a Citadel Gate on blue. There's the Pentad Prism. I guess I'm going to try for... If I play the Pentad Prism... Let's just play the Peat Bog this turn and pass the turn. So I want to be able to get all my stuff going at once. And like I said, we still have land drops that we're making, so I'm not that concerned about this situation. I do think that the Pentad Prism resolving would be really good. Let's go yield until next end step. They're playing lands and passing. Okay, we draw. So let's go for the Prism now. They can play up to 2 counter spells. If they counterspell one thing, then they can't counterspell these experimental auguries. So let's start with an augury. Another pentad prism, okay. Play that. So we need a land here. Let's just go augury again. And then if we whiff on lands, I'll cycle the Lorien Revealed for a land. Just find another Lorien Revealed or just a regular land. So I was going to cycle the Lorien Revealed for an island. And I think I would rather have the island than the swamp here. So let's just take a Lorien and then let's go any order, proliferate. I have to make sure I continue to actually proliferate my things, as I totally screwed up in that previous game. And we'll cycle for an island. I mean, we've got a lot of mana now, so I can probably run out the Inquiry into a counterspell. They only have 4 counterspells in their entire deck, so I just don't want to play into their spell pierces. Grab my island, play the island, and I will F6. They play a Guardian of the Guild Pact after playing a Basilisk Gate. So even if they counterspell my Inquiry here, I'm fine, I think. Do you want to counter? No counter. Let's cast this Proliferation. Proliferate you. Doot. Maybe they wanted me to have a little bit less, maybe they wanted me to have a little bit less life. Let's experimental augury and see if I can find something. Looking for Weather the Storm. Okay, Teachings is good, right? Or I can just take the Scary. So maximum, if they play another gate here, I'll take the Teachings. So now I can cast Vivid Surgeon's Insight. If they counterspell, I have Teachings for Weather the Storm. All right. Teachings. Grab Weather the Storm. Did I play a land this turn? This is turn 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cycle this island. Grab an island. And cast Weather the Storm. We'll gain 21 life. Your turn. I'm at 39. You want to tap out just to deal some damage? Plays the Modern Age. They discard a Prismatic Strands, which makes sense. They Brainstorm. Let's see if they leave up another counterspell. If they don't, you know, it's free reign for us. Otherwise, we want to probably tap a couple lands and this to float 6 mana with 2 of it being blue, and then we can double Deep Analysis to draw 4. They Preordain after the Brainstorm. That clears the Brainstorm. They only have 3 cards in hand at the moment. They're gonna gate. Okay, sweet. Good for me. Gets in for 8. Let's play out the blue land. I'm just gonna waste this black mana here. I'd like to leave up as much blue mana as possible. Doot. And I don't see any reason to proliferate here. I don't think giving them a loot for free and a faster creature is worth anything to me. So, you know, Infectious Inquiry again. All right, let's play this Chalice on 1. We found a root, so now I can proliferate with the Thirsting Roots. Okay, proliferate. We're at 6. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 mana we can really use. Can't Teachings right now. Let's just prologue and see if we find anything. We might not. We found an Augury, perfect. So we can Augury. I'll just take the Chalice. Okay, proliferated on all my stuff. I definitely clicked it this time. And I don't think I want to Chalice. Let's just pass. It's about the same. They're at 8 poison. They discard a Sacred Cat. They play a Modern Age. Let's see what else they discard. They gate up their creature. Get in for 9. Okay, we find a Contentious Plan. So let's play another Chalice. And that allows me to just keep pumping mana into my system here. Well, that's Contentious Plan. They go to 9. At some point, they're going to have to counterspell something. 9. So now we have the raw drawing power, as well as we just have Teachings for a proliferation spell. So let's just go ahead and cast Lorien Revealed. If they counterspell, we Teachings for a poison and kill him. I'm just going to respond. 6, 7, 8. Okay, Teachings. I do like Teachings. It's pretty sweet. And Prologue. GG. They're going to have a lot of counters post board. There's some There's reason to bring the ending for like their pyroblasts, but they're slow deck, and serrated arrows just dumpsters them. So I think I'm gonna actually cut the teachings and 2 chalice and just bring in the serrated arrows. We could also cut these 2 chalices for a couple of bring the endings. I don't think it's gonna be necessary, so I'm not gonna bring it in. I'd rather have stable mana. This is the least stable my mana could possibly have been, so that's not great. We're gonna mulligan. All right, this is a lot better. Let's keep this. I'll put back a weather. That's not really that necessary early on. I wonder if they are going to bring in dust to dust against me. What's nice is that the serrated arrows can just handle the guardian and picks off pretty much everything if they don't dust it. They play a land. They are on pyroblasts. Let's play a land. Pass the turn. If they tap out here, we're just going to jump onto them with the serrated arrows, paying the cat. No tapping. They get in for 1. I'm going to play the deep analysis. They could pyro or counter or spell pierce, but we can cast it again next turn and still like grab more lands from with the Lorien revealed. They play a land, 4 cards in hand. We still have Weather the Storm in hand, and we're only getting hit for 1. Another serrated arrows is cool. Do you want to counter again? They say yes, I do. All right. Land. We will island cycle. Pass the turn. So they used a negate and a pyro. They cannot pyroblast the serrated arrows. They're going to preordain. Plays a relic. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Plays a land. Gets in for 1. Okay, let's go serrated arrows. Goodbye your cat. Pass the turn. I probably should have done that like on their turn. I guess it doesn't matter. They play a land. They bring back the cat. Okay. I'm going to play this Pentad Prism. And I will pass the turn. Let's see if they're going to go for the dust to dust. Plays a land. All right, we'll just kill the cat. They're not doing anything. We find a land. Let's play another serrated arrows. I'm hanging out. I'm playing defense over here. They're doing nothing. I guess at this point, it's probably better for me to try to jam. Let's cast this Everflowing Chalice. And cast a Vivisearch's Insight and see what happens. Expecting a counter. What? Now they're going to relic my Insight. They crack the relic. Yeah, that makes sense. Plays a Modern Age. Okie dokie. I pretty much can't do anything. I'm just going to yield. We could hold up Weather the Storms. I just don't think it's necessary. Here's the Dust to Dust. Oh, Squadron Hawks. So I'll turn off my yields. Well, actually, I can still... It sort of depends on if they have the gates, you know, if they have Basilisk Gate and stuff. Because I should probably hang on to the arrows as long as I'm not proliferating, you know. Let's pass the turn. They're clearly holding up more counters. So we're waiting to draw a deep analysis. They draw, they discard. What are you going to discard? Discards a Squadron Hawk. Okay. Let's just get that one off the table. They're paying some mana. They cast a Lorien Revealed. Darn. We have big draw spells too, just haven't drawn them. And they're going to end step a Heap Gate, making a treasure token. They have 8 cards in hand. Plays a Modern Age. They're way ahead on cards, that's for sure. Let's just pop this. Find a Vivisearch's Insight. I think I need to chill out and like not do anything for a while until I have a couple of things to play. Okay, they're going to draw and discard. Discards another Squadron Hawk. I guess they're looking for the Basilisk Gate. They find the Basilisk Gate. So should I dump my arrows? I don't think so. That is a lot of damage. We go to 5. Draw. Finding an Infectious Inquiry. Let's play that. I have a counter spell. I have another Insight. Okay, I'm gonna Weather the Storm, and then Weather the Storm, and then pass the turn. I have to draw into Proliferation next turn, otherwise it's basically over. I'm gonna not concede. So is there anything in the sideboard? I mean, it seems like I should probably have these cards in. Just take out all the chalices, maybe. Obviously they're on like 10 counter spells post board that can interact with me, so I need to be able to protect some of my stuff. And I guess the Chalice is not that necessary. We are at 38, and they're attacking for 9, so we have some time. But not a lot. Alright, I'm just going to scoop. I don't feel like I have the ability to win. Yeah, I mean, we are a few turns away from a deep analysis, but I'm going to get rid of these and this. Bring in the Bring the Endings. I'll cut 1 arrows for another Thirsting Roots. Is that good enough? I think this can be okay. So let's see how our mana lines up. Well, I think this is probably good. Probably want to lead on Peat Bog, so we have a turn 2 prologue, and then everything is poison. So no matter what they do, like any spell that gets through is going to start poisoning them. Plays a Heap Gate. I mean, okay. We find a Scary. I'm going to play the Scary out. That's the turn. My plan was originally to prologue that turn, but I think now I want to play the Scary so I can play both in one turn. The only problem is that if they have an island, they can hold up Red Blast. But I suppose I could go prologue plus Bring the Ending on their Red Blast, and then on the look for another opportunity to land a Contentious Plan. Okie dokie. Another Scary. Okay. So let's do it on their upkeep. Or maybe not, on their end step, I guess. Play a Basilisk Gate. Let's play this prologue. Will it resolve? I will cast Bring the Ending on your Dispel. So now they're probably going to Pyroblast the Bring the Ending, and then I can go land into Contentious Plan, plus Deep Analysis. Okay, here's the... Wait, what did they do? Oh, they just paid the 2. I'm stupid. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's go land, Contentious Plan, Deep Analysis. Okay. I mean, I've got lots of cards to draw. We're going to play the Woodlot next turn. No wonder they pause. They're like, why would you... What? Play Woodlot and attempt to Deep Analysis. They can counter that. The rest of my deck is just all card draw. They have a Negate. Okay. They're still holding up a Pyroblast. They cast a Preordain. So they currently cannot cast Counterspell. They go top, plays a tap land on red. Okay, do you have another Negate? We will Proliferate. Wait, play the Peat Bog first. Proliferate. They don't do anything. Okay, and we will try to infect them. I'd be surprised to see another Negate. They don't have it. Let's pass the turn. I don't really want to play into a Pyroblast here. Now they're going to heap, so they're going to start making a bunch of mana, so they can basically cast any counter in their hand at that point, because they just have tons of mana. Play Preordain. Now they're looking for threats. They have quite a lot of damage with the Basilisk Gate, so they're only going to really need 1 turn to get in to damage me with the threats. Plays another Basilisk Gate. I'm passing the turn. I'll play a Woodlot and pass. Our opponent is very slow. I don't know what they're thinking about. They must be doing a couple things right now. That's fine. They got that end step treasure token. They play an Azorius Guildgate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We find a Deep Analysis. Okay, I like that. I'm just playing out lands, getting to the point where I can cast a bunch of spells at once. They Heap Gate. So when they do finally make a creature, they're going to be able to kill me in 1 turn. They cast a Preordain. 6 cards in hand. They went top bottom. I'll play a land. Let's just start throwing Deep Analysis at the wall. Deep Analysis myself. They have a Pyroblast. Okay, another Deep Analysis. I mean, so this is at least a 2-for-1. So that's good. Another Pyroblast. What did we expect, really? Let's cast a Lorien Revealed. Another Pyroblast. Opponent knows how to play. They came to jam. They're not messing around. Plays a Modern Age. So in 2 turns, they'll have a creature. And then in 3 turns, they'll have lethal. They discard a Citadel Gate. Plays a Squadron Hawk. So there's their creature. They have plenty of creatures coming up now. So I guess we're dead next turn. Depends on them having another counter in hand. We have a lot of mana in play. Gets more Squadron Hawks. If they have another red blast, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Serrated arrows, baby. Okay. Play this prism. And then let's see if we can resolve a Vivisurgeon's Insight. Kill that. We know they have two Squadron Hawks in hand. Disappointing. They have another Pyroblast. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, at some point they're going to run out, right? All I need to do is start resolving spells. They discard another Squadron Hawk. Plays a Modern Age. Yep. Discards another Squadron Hawk. So they have a bunch of unknowns in hand. Plays a Relic. That they can cycle the Relic. We have a ton of mana, but all of it goes away if we use it now. Come on, top decks, I guess. I find to bring the ending, which doesn't help, as we know from before. And now they make another CawGate token, or a treasure token. They get to do some more looting. So they've cast 1, 2, 3, 4, a Dispel, a Negate, and then they have 4 probably counter spells. Plus here's another Vector Glider. Discards a land. 3 cards in hand. So now we're dead. Alright, GG. That was really frustrating. I guess, like, they had an answer every single time. It's okay. Let's go to the next round. Alright, we're in match 3 on the play versus Kamatu. We got a mulligan this one. We have to mulligan again. Makes me think I should be playing more lands. Let's keep this. Put back 1 Roots, 1 Weather. Done. We can play the Thirsting Roots and grab an island and then turn 2 Pentad Prism. We're really looking for a Sappers and Scary, so that's our best thing here. We'll grab an island though. And then if we can get going, we can cast our Deep Analysis. Looks like our opponent's on blue-white affinity. This is going to be pretty sketchy. We found the Scary. Nice. All right, let's go Pentad Prism. Pass the turn. So the way that we win this is, like, I like to do maybe a fog/board wipe plan. Or we need like fog, kill your stuff, board wipe. I'm not really sure. We need to make sure that their glitter creature goes away. But the board wipes can handle these ninjas that they're going to be popping in. They ninja their Ornithopter. They're going to get in, so that's 18 for us. Plays the Ornithopter and a Thraben Inspector. I get to play my Scary, which is good. And Contentious Plan. I have mana now. I'll pass the turn. So I can pay for stuff. I need to just Vivisurgeon's Insight, get a couple of prisms in play, and then start chaining. Okay, they cast 2 Overwhelm Mines. Get in for 3. Okay, we'll take the 3. They get to loot. Okay, they discard a Seed the Synod. It's my turn. They have no mana available. Play this land. Play an Everflowing Chalice. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have Chalice and the so if I tap this for mana, I'll have 2 mana available after. I think it's probably better. Don't expect to see too much to play in this turn. Another Prism. So let's play the Pentad Prism and pass. So that's one reason maybe to use the Prism there instead of use the Chalice instead of the Prism. All right, so this coming turn, we're going to go Contentious Plan into Lorien Revealed, have a bunch of mana in play, and then hopefully draw into a Weather the Storm or something. We still haven't even begun to start attacking them. Okay, that's 12 damage, 13 damage, 14 damage, 15 damage. We're dead. They're just like Enforcer, 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 Enforcer. Oh well. All right, we want to bring in the Arms of Hadar to sweep. Can cut on these things. I think these are like okay cuts. So, do we have enough space to do everything I want? I want the Serrated Arrows and the Anoint with Afflictions. I'm going to cut on 1 prologue and bring the Chalice back in. And my thinking here is that I just want mana in play so I can start using these things. Does that make sense? Maybe I don't even need the Deep Analysis at that point. Not entirely sure. It is tough. It's tough out here. I have to mulligan, which is not fast enough. And I don't have any lands, so I'm going to mulligan again. And again, we're going to 4. Okay, we go to 3. Keep. Get rid of this, and this, and this, and this. Done. So we have a bunch of mana. What a terrible mulligan. So I think I need to probably put more lands in the deck. Maybe like 19 lands with 2 Lorien is good, or 20 lands with 2 Lorien. But it's clearly not good the way it is. It's just, it's a tough balance for sure. They go Ornithopter into Gingerbrute, slam in for 1. Starts on 7, easy peasy. Okay, we have our actual nut draw as far as like the best thing we could be doing, because we now can go Pentad Prism into Contentious Plan. And then from there, we just need big draw spells. We draw an Anoint with Affliction. I mean, so at least I could remove the Gingerbrute if they go for the glitters. They play an island. Thoughtcast. Okay, they attack for 1. They reconsider attacking with the Ornithopter. This is an interesting decision point. I think I'm going to use this to cast the Everflowing Chalice and then pass the turn. Hoping to draw into some sort of blue proliferation I can use with the Pentad Prism, but I currently have the Anoint with Affliction up that I can kill the Gingerbrute or whatever. They Thoughtcast again. I'm just going to get rid of the Gingerbrute here. They clearly whiffed on lands, so maybe keep them off of a little bit of affinity is good. I guess not. Okay, they have all the mana in the world now. So that was not the play, I guess. Oh, deck. Oh boy. Now I'm just praying for a 2/2 here. They have Of One Mind. Yep, all the glitters. I mean, yeah. They have a second all the glitters. Come on, play it. Gets in for 8. They flip a ninja. Hits for 10. Okay. Alright, you got me. Yeah, that did not work out. That's okay. Okay, we're here in round 4. We have to mulligan. My camera crashed. Everything's going nutso, but we have some decent starts. Let's keep this. I guess I'm going to put back Weather, because Hampus usually plays some slow decks. They're done. Let's see what he's on. Well, we ripped a Saprosan Scary. That's awesome. Let's play that. Pass a turn. Looks like our opponent's playing Dredge. So let's see if they have... Oh, not Dredge. It is Campfire Gardens. So we can probably just win this, huh? Let's play Hickory Woodlot. And he says it seemed like an auto loss. It does indeed. Let's play Everflowing Chalice. And pass the turn. Maybe we'll go 2/2 here. They play a Crypt Rats. Alright, we can go... just go ahead and play the Infectious Inquiry. And then we can proliferate. They're at 2. And I'll pass the turn. Okay, they play another Crypt Rat. Get in for 1. Alright. So the plan is to, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I can Pentad into Teachings into Augury. So play this Pentad, play this Teachings, find Experimental Augury. Let's cast the Experimental Augury. Let's get the, I guess it's going to be the, I want to take probably the Pentad Prism actually. We already have a bunch of card draw in hand. Okay, they go to 3. I'm going to play another Pentad and pass the turn. So this next turn, I'm probably just going to Lorien Revealed and see what I see. We're looking for some proliferation, though. Okay, they draw some... They go Campfire, get in for 2. All right, find the Weather Storm. Let's cast the Lorien Revealed, draw 3 cards. All right, play this land. We'll go Experimental Augury. Sweet. Finding an Inquiry, just kind of poison them out. Clicking all my stuff, that's done. 2, 3, play Inquiry. And we found another 2 mana proliferation, so this is a 0 mana proliferation here. We'll take the insight though, just because it's going to draw us the most cards. And then I can cast a Weather the Storm, gain 15 life. Pass the turn. This is nice and easy. Okay, so I don't even have any idea what they will do post board. They play a Swamp. Troll of Khazad-dûm is strong. That's a big old beater. Gets in for 2. Okay. We found a Thirsting Roots, so let's play the Scary. Lead on the roots to make all of our artifacts bigger with Proliferation. Cast a Proliferation. They go to 7. Boom. Now I collect all my stuff. And then I'll go 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast a Vivid Surgeon's Insight. I guess I'll float the blue or the black. Doesn't really matter. Click all my stuff, and they're dead now. Alright. I'm gonna put this on the stack and then and then we'll just go ahead and cast a prologue and they're dead. Turn 6. Alright. Removal pile versus they just scoop it up. That's fair. Fair enough. Alright, well we went 2 and 2. We lost to CawGate. That felt kind of unfortunate. And we lost to blue-white Clitters. We're ending up with 50 play points less than we had before, but plus 1 treasure chest. So maybe I can open that for... Let's do 1 treasure chest open to see if we can get there and get our 50 play points back. Okay, here we go. Open one of these. Come on! Nope. What is this thing? Breaches? I don't know. Ooh, Horizon Canopy. That's got to be worth more than a ticket. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.